वो क्या था नहीं मतलब आप खुद भी अब जो सेविंग कर रहे हैं वो कर ले वो कौन सा वो जो टिक था पता नहीं क्या था पर
मीटिंग लाइव हो रही है क्या? द मीटिंग इज बीइंग लाइव स्ट्रीम्ड। आप मैसेज आ रहा है?
वीडियो अनअवेलेबल कर दो जो हाँ यस सर good morning to all. I think we are now live. Not yet, sir. Welcome to all of them. Dear esteemed guests and attendees, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to this seminar on World Creativity and Innovation Day under the guidance of Institute Innovation Council, MANUU. It's a Ministry of Education initiative. We have gathered here today to engage in a thought-provoking and insightful discussion on World Creative and Innovation Day. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Dr. Syed Imtiaz Hassan, who has graciously accepted our invitation to share his expertise on this subject. We are honored to have him with us today. I would also like to express my appreciation to all our participants who have taken the time to join us for this event. Your presence and participation are crucial to the success of this seminar. We hope that this seminar will provide a platform for meaningful discussion and constructive dialogue on this important topic. We encourage everyone to actively engage in the session and share your thoughts and insights. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to everyone present here, and I hope that you find this seminar informative, enlightening, and enjoyable. Thank you for being here with us today. Now, I request Dr. Khalil Ahmed for introduction of our speaker.
Thank you, Omar sir, to give me opportunity to introduce our resource person. Good morning, Assalamu alaikum to all. I welcome our resource person, Dr. Syed Imtiaz Hassan. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker today, who is going to talk on creativity and innovation. Dr. Syed Imtiaz Hassan works as an associate professor and head of the Department of Computer Science and Information Technology at Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. He completed his doctorate from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. His professional experience more than 20 years of teaching, research, and project supervision. Dr. Hassan has supervised more than 90 students for interdisciplinary research and industrial projects. Over the years, he has published many research papers in national and international journals.
Khalil, can you unmute yourself? We are not able to hear you.
Again, I introduce.
Yes, sir. Now we are audible. You are audible, sir. We can hear you. You can continue.
Thank you, Umar sir, to give me opportunity to introduce our resource person. Good morning, Assalamu alaikum to all. I welcome our resource person, Dr. Syed Imtiaz Hassan sir. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker today, who is going to talk on creativity and innovation. Dr. Syed Imtiaz Hassan works as an associate professor and head of the Department of Computer Science and Information Technology at Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. He completed his doctorate from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. His professional experience more than 20 years of teaching, research, and project supervision. Dr. Hassan has supervised more than 90 students for interdisciplinary research and industrial projects. Over the years, he has published many research papers in national and international journals of repute. His primary area of research is data science, machine intelligence, and blockchain for healthcare and sustainable development. Now, I hand over the session to Dr. Syed Imtiaz Hassan, sir. Please, sir, proceed for the session.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. Good morning. First of all, I will be very much thankful for this invitation. And I will be thankful to Dr. Umar and Dr. Khalil for giving me this opportunity and invitation to deliver a lecture and session on this Creative and Innovation Day. So, am I audible, Umar Sahab? Okay.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir. You are clear.
Okay, thank you. So, this is my pleasure, in fact. So, the topic that we are going to discuss today, that is the creativity and innovation. So, it's very difficult to deal because creativity itself has no definition in a sense that it is beyond the boundary. So creativity, and that creativity needs to innovation. So before I start, just I want to share some my PPT. So just confirm me when I project it. Screen sharing disabled. You enable my screen sharing, please.
Yes, sir. You can just have a look, sir.
Okay. Right. Okay, is it visible?
Yes, sir. We are able to view it.
Okay. So, what is happening? Right. So we are here to discuss the One Creativity and Innovation Day that we celebrate each year, April 21st. So this, before going further, I would like to quote Quran verses, that is, and do no mischief on the earth after it has been set in order. So it's simply said that the earth has been set in order, and so we should not do any kind of mischief, so that order of the earth has to be disturbed. Again, what is the context of quoting this word in creativity and innovation? So during this course of our presentation, you will understand what is the significance of this quote in the context of creativity and innovation. So before going formal, just I want some kind of pre-introduction, and I want to share a Japanese case study, that is the empty box. This case study was, in fact, it is a Japanese management soap case studies, and everyone know that when soap is prepared, it is packaged. It is packaged in a box. What happened? There was a very big company of Japan that packaged the soap, and it has got some information and complaint, in fact, that your soap, some of the boxes of your soap is empty. So what can you do? So this is, since it was a big company, so they have called different persons, different executives, and discussed what is the solution. So finally they got a solution that we should install 2-3 X-ray machine, high resolution X-ray machine, connected with the monitor, and there will be person that is sitting on the monitor. Maybe it is, since it is a 24-hour assembly line, so maybe there is 3 person per machine in a day, and they will monitor if there is any soap that has not been assembled properly, not packaged properly, that will be removed from this assembly line. So that was a solution. That is in fact a solution. But what happened? The same problem existed in a small company. And what happened at that point of time in this? So same problem was so there was an person of that company, small company. So there is no executives, there is no big bodies, there is no big knowledge groups, you can say. There are simply some persons that were dealing with this production. They called and they said, what is the solution? So they said, what we can do, we can install a big electric fan on the end of the assembly line. What happens if the box is empty? This box will be like thrown by this wind flow, and it can automatically detect it. So this has to be done. So what happened? The same problem, but the first solution was solution that needed so much money, so much like manpower, and the second solution, that simple solution, that like you are having a solution but without having much expenses. So this is the out of box thinking. So that is what comes into the picture, where the imagination comes into the picture and creativity comes into the picture. Okay, so just what if you see the quotes of Albert Einstein, imagination is more important than knowledge, and knowledge is limited, imagination in circles world. So what is there? Like if we are using imagination, so imagination is all over we are having. We are born human beings, or even in fact every animal that is born that has certain kind of imagination. So it is important to acquire the knowledge, but it is more important to imagine, to be creative, and to be innovative. So I will go to the formal definition of all these things. So perhaps everyone who is in India who has heard the word jugaad. Jugaad is a very common term that is used in the North India. And now this term is not used in North India. It is used by the world, because Oxford has taken this word and it has defined jugaad as the use of skill and imagination to find easy solution to a problem or to make something using cheap basic items. And Collins Dictionary defines a resourceful approach of problem solving. So no, it is not. Initially, the term jugaad was used as a derogatory term, but it has been taken by Oxford Dictionary, and world has recognized the concept of jugaad. So perhaps if someone is not aware about the jugaads, I am giving you the few glimpses so that you can understand what jugaad is. So just maybe this video don't have a sound, but this is a very popular video of, you can say, Fevicol. May not be, it will work real, but the concept is very important. So this is the solution, but may not be real, but the concept is something beyond your knowledge preview, beyond your solution. You can thinking out of box. So that is what we have done. So first time this term jugaad was introduced in this context, there is a settlement where a bike is used, or some small vehicle is used to create a bigger capacity for transportation. Now this can be used. Just see the way we are managing the thing. It is not the, like you could say, it is not knowledge only, it is the imagination. How can we deal with the situation? This is the like problem solving that has been awarded by Mahindra, like the mapping of the road. That is the imagination of a person. You can see in the COVID situation, making 3 feet distance for having the milk. So you can see, if you can see the sleeping the person, or you can see the way we are managing our day-to-day routines with certain innovative ideas. So all these ideas, it seems that is very like using very small kind of thing, but it's very creative. In fact, some more glimpses. This is the perhaps who belongs to a village must have seen such kind of things, as using some kind of instrument. And this is the for the fanning there in the field. And you can see this is the shower. This is jugaad shower. You can see this is the crow, and this is the teaching. So how can we teach during the COVID? Writing the notes, that is all the students are. So these are the all are the small things, but it has a certain kind of creative things, and that is why this term jugaad has been added and recognized by the word, because it has creativity. So if you go to the definition of the creativity, so the definition is what you say. Definition of creativity: the use of imagination or original idea to create something innovativeness. So that is the creativity. And if we see the definition of jugaad, just I have said it is very similar to that. Similarly, innovation is new methods, idea, product, etc. And imagination is the faculty or action of forming new ideas. So imagination, we must have certain kind of imagination. Imagination leads to our creativity, and creativity leads to innovation. So that is the, we can say, we are knowing all these things, but where we are applying, how should we apply, how can we do all these things, that is very important. So this definition has been taken by Oxford Languages. So what is happening? What we have to think: if the opportunity does not knock the door, then build a door yourself. Don't wait for others, just build a door. So, and that is one of the famous quotes. That is what imagination comes into the pictures, and creativity comes into the pictures. So now we will go to the introduction. These are the, we can say, the pre-introduction. So introduction. So what is World Creativity and Innovation Day? So as I already said, the World Creativity and Innovation Day observed every year in the April 21. So April 21 is celebrated as a Creativity and Innovation Day. And the purpose of what this day is to raise awareness, the role of creativity and innovation in all aspects of human beings. So it's not only one aspect, all the aspects of human beings. And in fact, the UN has actually created this day. It says what the term is, like it can be anything. So it has not limited creativity to any kind of aspects or any kind of definition. It said it can be artistic expressions. What you say, you are painting, some kind of doing paint or doing drawing or doing something, or you are doing some kind of problem solving. And that will again, in the context of, like in the context of economic, social and sustainable development. I will come to sustainable development. So keeping in this mind, this day has been created. So the purpose is we should promote, we should celebrate, we should make aware to others, we should promote the creativity, and we should encourage the creativity among the person, among the students, among the kids. So first time it was adapted by United Nations in the year 2018. So it's not very old. It's a kind of new. So 2018 was the first time UN has celebrated this one, Creativity and Innovation Day. So I have gone through some kind of definitions of creativity, innovation, and imagination. But again, some more definition I'm just putting in front of you so that you can have some idea. Like creativity is the ability to think in new ways and apply fresh perspective of old problems. So just we have seen the empty box problem. So while dealing with the empty box problem, the executives went through the formal way of doing the solution, the technical way of doing the solution, the way they have learned, they have studied the technologies they have used. But the other aspects, apart from this, they things has been done in the informal way, out of box thinking. So that is very much important. So creativity should be out of box thinking. If you think out of box, if you think that instead of using the formal way, how things I can done in another ways, so that we can have least resources, we can have least apply these kind of technologies, and we can get most kind of benefit. So this is the creativity. And when we are creative, creativity caters the innovation. If we are creative, then it leads to implementation. What we think, we are thinking something out of box, but if we implement this thinking, what we are thinking, then it leads to innovation. So innovation is very important for our today life, because innovation leads to monetary benefit. Innovation leads to creation of the job. Innovation leads to some kind of new industry setup. Innovation leads to strengthen our society, help our society, simplify the concepts what we are using. So these are the few things that we need. That is why we have to go beyond normal definition, beyond. So we should innovate. So that is the encouragement with the help of this kind of day. So when we apply the creativity, it is innovation. So innovation is nothing, it's applied creativity. Sometimes what happens, we are creative. Perhaps everyone, every human beings, or every, you can say, animal beings, every animal are creative and have some kind of creativity. So what is happening, we are not promoting the creativity. For example, we are having a kids doing something beyond normal way of doing. So what we do, we stop it. We say, no, don't do like this. This is the formal way of doing this. So we are stopping the creativity. So point is, we should not stop the creativity, we should foster the creativity. We should think what kind of idea the students are giving, the kids are giving, but the way they are doing. So that is the way we can inculcate the creativity, we can foster the creativity, and this creativity will finally lead us to certain kind of innovation, and this innovation will lead us to certain kind of benefits in terms of social, in terms of monetary benefits, economic gain, or in terms of sustainable gain. So that is the concept. So as we already know, creativity is the prerequisite for the innovation. So creativity is a prerequisite for the innovation, and imagination is the prerequisite of creativity. So these three terms you must understand. So we must imagine the things. For everyone has imagined. If we remember in the child days, what we said, we have seen our sun, and then we are drawing our picture of the sun. We seen the forest, and we are drawing the picture of the tree. We have seen the, like you could say, river, and we are drawing the picture of sun is rising, river is flowing, in between there is my home. So this is the imagination. So imagination leads to creativity, creativity leads to innovation. So we have to foster it, we have to inculcate such kind of behavior among all. So what we said, creativity economy. So we have said there is again a term that is coming up, that is a creative economy. Creative economy was the economy or the wealth generation or the GDP improvement of the country due to the application of the creativity. Naturally, if we invented some new things, naturally it will have some kind of monetary benefit also. So this is the creative economy. So what we say, so if we foster the creativity, it will increase the GDP of the nation, wealth of the nation. So this is the one of the concept in the 21st century, right? So as I already said, creativity harness economic growth, job creation, and different kind of expanding the opportunities. And if we go for certain kind of statistics, one thing that is I will come in subsequent time, that is the sustainability. sustainable development. I will present you certain kind of figure that you will surprised to know that what world we are living in fact. So creativity can leads to help us to be more sustainable, and such a kind of eliminating hunger and poverty eradication. So these are one of the sustainable goals of UN that we will discuss. So in terms of some statistics, culture and creativity accounts for 3.1 global GDP of the world, and what it has 6.2% of all the employment is created by the creativity, culture and creativity. So if we preserve this one, if we are able to provide an ecosystem where we can foster the creativity, we can deliver this creativity into a certain kind of innovation. If you foster it in the form of some certain kind of health for the beginners, in form of incubation centers or something like that, naturally this GDP, this percentage of employment will not be 6.2, it will be more than that. So that is why we should promote it, we should foster it, and we should preserve this creativity of every human aspect, human beings. So this data has been taken by the UN itself. So now I will come to what say creativity and innovation for cities. Even though creativity is applicable everywhere, imagination is applicable everywhere, but I am presenting the dimension where creativity, we needs much more creativity. The reason is, perhaps you are aware about sustainable development goals that has been defined by UN. UN has defined 17 millennium goal. It is known as global goal for all human beings for the world, because if we are not able to preserve this our world today, we are not able to live in this world tomorrow. So that is the important concepts. So creativity can help a lot in achieving our sustainable development goals, and different kind of green technologies. That is the basic idea of preserving our environment, and so that we can have smaller carbon footprints. So where we can apply certain kind of development, use our creativity for development of fuel that can be sustainable, that can has less carbon footprints. So if you think the earth, or you can say this our universe has been 3.8 billion years of evolution, but we are living it. So it has been evolved in the shape where we are able to live in, where we are having a certain kind of benefits from this with the help of natural resources and all these things. It has taken 3.1 billion years. So should we not think about it to preserve it, to make it more livable, right? So this is where we can apply our creativity. So this is the present state of our planet. If you see this, NASA has given on July 13, it is a message that was posted by NASA. Earth's satellite captured temperature rising above 40 degrees Celsius. Fine, due to the extreme record-breaking heat wave across much of the Europe, Africa, and Asia. It was published. This is the image you are seeing it. Fine. So, and what will happen? An average July temperature was approximately 20 degrees. So it is the 2022 for this reason, and it may exceed to 40 degrees. So see, just double temperature. So what will happen to our ecosystem, right? So warming beyond 1.5 degree will increase the risk of global species of extinctions. If your global temperature rises more than 1.5 degrees, so a lot of species will be extincted, right? Ocean already warmer, it is already acidic, and around 7 million people die every year due to the exposure of polluted air. So this is a statistic that we are presenting, that is we are living in this world. And we are overspending the planet more than 70%. So if I need to expend 1 rupee, so I am expending 1.7 rupees. So if we try to expend in this way, so we need 1.8 Earth, means approx 2 Earth. But the problem is we don't have any other Earth. There is only Earth. So we are having. And the way we are expanding, the way we are using resources, so Earth will not going to sustain ourselves. So that is the problem. So we can apply creativity. There are more figures you can see. 1 in 3 people lack regular access to adequate food. So this is 99% of the world urban population breathe polluted air. This is the statistics that have been presented by UN. It is all the statistics link has been provided. 85% of the planet's wetland already lost, right? So, and what you say? You say 40,000 species are at the risk of extinction. So 27.7 million children missed basic vaccines in 2020. And 2.4 billion people still use polluting cooking system. So should we not use our creativity so that we can help the society? We should not use our innovation so that we can develop a cooking gas system that is very less polluting. We can do certain kind of alternative source. How can I preserve water? How can I reuse waters? How should I like waste a least kind of water? So these are the needs of the creativity. So a lot of things we can preserve with the help of this creativity. So if you see, we are dealing with unsustainable patterns of life. So we're having climate change, we're having biodiversity loss, and we're having pollution. So all these things can be dealt with the help of creativity and innovation, right? So anyway, sustainability has been defined. Sustainability, if you go for Oxford Dictionary definition, it is sustainability is the use of natural products and energy in a way it does not harm the environment. So these are the few definitions, you can go through it. So the point is, we are using so many, and we have to, if we see the basic concepts, SDG, this is the basic concept. We need to improve our lifestyle, we need to improve our well-being, but not at the cost of nature resources and cost of the wasting our ecosystem. So how can we do? We should invent the things in a way that we can use we can improve our lifestyle, but at the same time, it should not hamper our ecosystem. So this innovation, so far a lot of innovation has been done, but these innovation, how many innovations that we have done is not damaging our environment. We are generating energy, we are consuming a lot of energy, and we are creating energy with the help of natural resources. These natural resources, naturally, it is not unlimited. So what is our alternative means of energy generation? That is, you can say that one solar energy system has been done, but how much efficient, how much innovative we can do it. So that is the way we have to think about it. So we need to use the resources, but not we should use resources of our future generation. That is important. So what we are doing right now, we are consuming the resources, and we are not consuming our resources, we are also consuming the resources of our future generation. So there is a need to promote this harmony between humanity and nature. So that is important, and for this we need creativity, we need innovation. So with the help of technology, we have to invent certain things that should be more innovative, more creative. So this is discussed. There are 17 sustainability goals. So creativity is in our nature. If you see creativity is in our nature. We are creative. Animals are creative. I will just a lot of human beings are creative. What is happening due to the lack of support, due to the lack of ecosystem? This sometimes a creative person, creativity is not converted into innovation. That is one of the problem. If we are able to convert this creativity into innovation, that will help in our in this world. So that is very important. So achieving sustainability using creativity and innovation is multidisciplinary approach. We don't need to fix in one discipline. We are the, for example, we are the concerned about only computer science. That is not important. It is not exact. Computer science, how can I use computer science so that it can make the thing simple? That's the basic concepts. Beyond any discipline, beyond any boundary, beyond, so that is the approach. So creativity is non-human elements is the newer domain of creativity research. There is one domain that is coming up, and a lot of person are center has already been established. That is the creativity based on non-human animals. We have used creativity of non-human animals, and we have invented so many things. But at the same time, what we should do, we should, apart from this in the creative definition, we should put sustainability in a focus point. So we should use creativity of non-human animals so that we apply our creativity in a context, in a situation, we develop an innovative product that is sustainable. That is a focus point. So if we rotate our creativity or innovation as a center, and center is what? Sustainability. That is the idea I am going to propagate in front of you, and we should foster all this kind of dimension. So what we should know, we should not simply ideate and develop prototype and test. That is not the case. What we should do, we should empathize first of all. We should know what are the stakeholders. If I develop an atom bomb, so what are the stakeholders? What will happen to others? If I develop an alternative source of energy, and this energy is polluting our environment, so what will happen to all the stakeholders? So even though we are creative, we have developed some energy, another alternative way of energy, but this is not sustainable. So one thing, first thing that is big in the creativity, that you must empathize. That is what will happen with the stakeholders if I have launched the product. So after that, what we have to do? So when I am creating a product, so how does it fit into the nature? We should, because we know we are in a verge that if the way we are doing right now, we will not be able to sustain more than 100 years. So we have to think in another way. So how does it, whatever I'm doing, how does it fit into the nature? So that is the important thing. Then we are going to define the new things, and then you are going to ideate, develop a prototype. So all these things, ideate, prototype, and test, that needs a kind of ecosystem where this ecosystem has to be built so that a person who is creative in nature, this creativity can be converted into innovation. But one thing we should keep in mind, put into the knowledge of everyone, in the conscience of everyone, said the idea, our idea must not be against the nature. It must be with the nature, with the benefit of, for the benefit of human beings, for the benefit of our ecosystem. That is the basic concepts, right? So that is the concept. With that concepts, UN has defined this creativity and innovation day for the sustainable development goals also. So just if we see what is the creative, how can we creative? So what I'm trying to put in front of you, so we are creative, creativity in the nature. So I'm trying to put. So what is, this is a plant. So with this burdock plant, we have invented Velcro. Perhaps everyone nowadays is using this kind of zip. It is a kind of zip that we are using it. So that we have invented. So we have taken the creativity of a nature, and then we have put this creativity that we have given this one kind of block diagram that we have seen, you have seen it. So this concept has been put into a context, and then we have developed any kind of things. So if we see the robotic arms that has been developed with the help of elephant, like by imagining the elephant trunk. So how this elephant is using their trunk to pick the things. So robotic arm has been developed. So we are creative by nature. Nature is also creative. So what we have to do, we must explore the creativity of the nature, and we should include our creativity and should develop a product. So that will help you a lot. Next thing, if you see solar powered bat inspired spy plane, this is solar powered. So this is inspired by the bat. So we are not consuming energy. We are not taking any kind of energy. We are taking the energy from the solar. So it is in sustainable development. You can see fireflies inspired brighter LED. We have developed a LED. But if we go through the structure of the firefly, and if we apply this firefly structure, only the shape of the tail of the firefly, and we apply on our, like this LED bulb, it has increased their efficiency by 55%. So that is we have taken, this is the creativity of the nature. We have taken it and we have applied. We are also creative. Nature is also creative, but it is for sustainability. Just have a look how this firefly inspired energy lights has been developed. Oh, just a moment. Just by adding few new shapes only, 50% energy has been increased, in lighting has been increased. So that is the things we can do. If you say woodpecker, woodpecker has head inspired shock absorber. If you see woodpecker has so much shock absorber, so it can like dig what you can say. So what is happening? So with this concept, woodpecker concepts, helmet has been prepared, and it is not only helmet. The black box of aeroplane has already been prepared with these concepts. So this is the creativity. We have taken the creativity from our nature and we have applied our own creativity in a context and we have innovated. So this is the things. Similarly, perhaps everyone know Kingfisher helped reshape Japan bullet train. So bullet train has been inspired by this Kingfisher, because previously the bullet train that was prepared by Japan, that has very loud boom sound while going through the tunnel. And this boom sound, due to this boom sound, there was so many problems in the neighboring area. There's many cracks and all those things. So after studying Kingfisher, so this has been developed. And one thing that you will be surprised, there is a building in Harare in Zimbabwe without AC, no air conditioning. And it was inspired by the termites and the frogs. If you see the house of termite, so it has ventilation, proper ventilation. And keeping these concepts, this building has been developed. And what happened? It has saved 3.5 million money. It has saved per year. So that is just like only And what is happening? This termite house is maintained and proper temperature. So with this context, without AC, this building is maintained, and this building is like an AC, and it has saved 3.5 million in 5 years. So that is the saving, that is the sustainability. So, and that is the creativity. So that's why I'm trying to say creativity leads to innovation, and this innovation should be sustainable. So this is the one bird inspired building. Again, that is one of the building. So just you can have a look. If you say there is an Pranavayu has been developed by a group of students, and keeping the bee is what bee does the pollination. What is has done in Delhi? There is so many there's pollution. So in auto we cannot keep AC. Naturally, AC is not sustainable way of keeping with us cool. So they have developed different special kind of filter. With this filter keeps the pollution away. At the same time, keeps the auto like cool. So that has been developed with the help of like creativity and innovation. So if you see, a lot of food has been wasted. I'm not having an exact figure, but a certain amount, maybe 13% food is wasted at the point of harvesting. If you harvest the food, from harvesting to you can say supply, 13% approx is wasted, and from supply to consumer, maybe 8 or 9% food waste. There's a food waste. That is one figure. I'm not exact in quoting the terms, but still very nearby. So some student has developed some kind of solution inspired by like cricket, that is used in packaging this is the products. And what is happening? So wastage is less. So that is the naturally due to the creativity, taken creativity from the nature and applied creativity. So there is so many things. There is one important more thing, that is a neem desert, perhaps Namib desert, that you have heard about it. So what it does, it generates, keeps itself like water by taking water from the environment. Fine. So with this concept, self-filling water bottle has been started. That self-filling water bottle. So in the desert where there is a dearth of water, from the environment water has been created automatically, and it is stored in the water automatically. So perhaps you have now the school of fish has so many reasons for invention. So if we applied this school of fish concept, that a group of fish that is moving towards, and we applied in the wind power. So what has happened? So it has saved 20 to 30 watt per square meter. That has created 20 to 30 watt per square meter. So these are a lot of inventions that we can say that is creative in nature. So there is so many things that I'm skipping few slides. One of things you say, Metal Mark has launched a clean air affordable. So it will water air purifier that is inspired by butterfly. And then there are so many sensors that have been developed, hydrogen sensor that has been developed with the help of butterfly wings. Though instead of it has been taken as a temperature, with the help of temperature, it can sense the things. So it is much more efficient. And it will also work in 150 degrees Celsius. But normal sensors does not work on such kind of temperature, but it will work. So I'm skipping few slides. Have you heard about Lavasa? Lavasa is a city near Pune in India. And what is so special about Lavasa? This is a few glimpses of Lavasa. So it is also a tourist place. You can go and visit there. So what is so special about the Lavasa? Lavasa city has been developed inspired by banyan fig leaves and harvester ant. As I already said, harvester ant is used for creating a building that will keep cool inside. And banyan fig leaf is what? It is used for the purpose of cleaning and supplying of water without using any kind of motor. So what banyan fig leaf is having, it's in the bottom, it's very sharp. So when water comes, a huge force, it comes with the force. The same concept has been applied in the Lavasa. And what happened? Result. 70% of previously deforested land has been restored with this concept. 30% reduction in carbon emissions, 65% reduction in potable water consumption, and 95% reduction of waste sent to the landfill. So this is the applied creativity of nature. So there is a few more inventions of India. Perhaps I'm just concluding now. So this is the invention is not new to India, but somewhat we are lacking behind now. We should move ahead. So one of this one is the yoga. We have seen zero is the invention of the India. This snake and ladder game was invention of India. So shampoo was invented in India initially. Cotton invented in India. Scales was invented. Buttons, Ayurveda. So, and you say this toilet, this concept of toilet has been invented in India. Fountain pen writing invented in India. This you can say diamond. You are saying this kind of Tipu Sultan has used, Hyder Ali has used on these kind of things invented in India. You are seeing some kind of Bauli, water saving Bauli has been invented, and this very famous Kabaddi and all this has been invented in India. So a lot of things have been invented, even latest few things. Pentium chip, it was invented, but now it is Indian. It is not inside India, but Indian is somewhat related to that. Radio wave, you see this USB, you are saying fiber optic cable. So these are few Indians that was involved in invention in these days also. So this is what I said before. This is the when we were a child, we have seen a tree, we prepared this tree, we have imagined that we should live inside where there is a nature. So always if you think, if you see a small child, a small kid starts a drawing, they keep nature in their focus, and they are the focus of the creativity. So what is happening? They imagine, that's imagination. They imagine their house that is situated, and beside their house there is a tree, there is an you can say river, there is a different kind of forest. There is so this is the imagination. So we should keep the imagination, and we should propagate this imagination kind of thinking to our kids and our students, and we should have some kind of ecosystem where we should foster this imagination of our kids, and then these kids can be creative, and we should have some kind of ecosystem where we can support with some kind of certain incubation, certain kind of some financial help, maybe in their institution level, maybe the state level, maybe the nation level, so that this creativity should be preserved, and that will lead to innovation. And if we are innovating in new things, remember, it will be asset for us. We will contribute to our GDP. We will contribute to our employment. These are the, so it's, and we will contribute to sustainable growth of the nature. So that is the that's all we want to present today, and that is the focus. That is why we are celebrating this day, Creativity and Innovation Day. So creativity is a thinking up new things, and innovation is the doing new things. So we should think creative, we should do creative. Thank you. Thanks a lot for all the organizers who has invited me, who has supported me, who has coordinated, who has so much cooperative in terms of informing all the details related to the events, providing all the links and messages time to time so that I should not feel any kind of difficulty. So thanks a lot, all of you. Hope this session may be of some kind of benefit to us and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your very valuable information you have given to us and enlightened us with all information to our audience as well as our faculty members as well as the students. Now I request Dr. Jamil Ahmed, sir, to give vote of thanks to you, sir.
A very good morning to all of you, and I'm very thankful to Dr. Imtiaz Hassan sir for accepting our invitation to act as a resource person for this innovation council topic talk. So, sir, on behalf of Institute Innovation Council MANUU and the participants, I take this opportunity to propose a word of thanks to our resource person, Dr. Syed Imtiaz Hassan sir. We were very enlightened by your knowledge and presence. I'm also thankful to Director IMC MANUU for giving us the facilities to conduct this program through IMC MANUU YouTube channel. I'm also thankful to Professor Sami Siddiqui sir for providing us other technical things for providing this for conducting this lecture. I'm also thankful to all the participants who joined us and who are watching this program. So this is a small initiative as a part of the Institute Innovation Council MANUU. So this is the first of kind lecture which is held through online mode. So later on in the coming days, we'll organize such more lectures which will have more opportunities, and we will be thankful to Dr. Imtiaz Hassan Saab for providing us each and everything to conduct such lectures in the near future always. And finally, I'm thankful to our President, Institute Innovation Council MANUU, Professor Abdul Wahid Saab, who is also Dean School of Technology, for allowing us and for giving us permission to conduct such programs and to have such initiatives at the university level. Finally, I'm also thankful to Professor Syed Arul Hassan Saab, who is the Vice Chancellor of Maulana Azad National Urdu University, for constituting the committee for Institute Innovation Council and enlightened us about the value and importance of IIC.